Welcome, vinyl community, to Dr. Nazz Nomad's favorite creepy, spooky, and gothiest albums of all time. Now, before I start, I must remind you, if you were to comment that I forgot something, I remind you this is my favorite list. But in the comment section below, I invite you to tell me your favorite spooky, creepy, and gothiest albums of all time. Now, before I start, the doctor needs a drink of evil pure leaf iced tea. I meant goat's blood. It's goat's blood. It could be goat's blood. Starting off my list would be The Crazy World of Arthur Brown, featuring the single Fire. And there is Arthur Brown himself. This Halloween, I invite you to listen to The Crazy World of Arthur Brown. Next on my list is Coven from 1969. An album so evil it includes instructions how to perform your own black mass. And inside there's Coven performing their black mass. Although the doctor's black mass does not look like this. This looks cooler than mine. Coven. Get it while supplies last, because it's a limited edition album. Coven. 1969. Next is possibly the creepiest album the Doctor owns. Coma's First Utterance from 1971. You have never heard a creepier album of psychedelic acid folk music in your life. Look at the cover. It looks like it was drawn in ink, or it's ink or something like that. It's a good cover. Coma's First Utterance, an album that it's unlike anything you've ever heard before, from 1971. Next, we will move on to Ministry, Every Day is Halloween, a song you will only hear in October, which upsets the Doctor greatly. Ministry, Every Day is Halloween. And keeping with Ministry, the mind is a terrible thing to taste. Look, it could be my brother many years after his death. It could be. Featuring the song So What, Burning Inside, and Thieves. The Doctor recommends The Mind is a Terrible Thing to Taste. I'm trying, but I cannot taste it. We will move along to My Life with the Thrill Kill Cult. I See Good Spirits, I See Bad Spirits. And Confessions of a Knife. You have not heard these albums, the Doctor highly recommends them. My Life with the Thrill Kill Cult. No list would be complete without Joy Division's first album, Unknown Pleasures. An album so dark, impenetrable, and bleak that the Doctor has a hard time getting through it. But I have many, many times, trust me. Joy Division, Unknown Pleasures. And keeping with Joy Division, a song that did not appear on that album is Love Will Tear Us Apart by Joy Division. Moving along to possibly the first goth album of all time. Bauhaus. And keeping with Bauhaus is their album, The BBC Sessions. And why does the Doctor love this album? Because it contains his favorite song, Party of the First Part, which is only available on this album. I highly recommend seeking out Bauhaus, the BBC sessions. Christian Death, Theatre of Pain, their first album. The Doctor recommends their first 2 albums, but after that it's all crap. Listen to this one. Theatre of Pain, Christian Death. The Cure, Pornography. Please, I invite you to listen to this on Halloween. And of course, you could not talk about The Cure without Disintegration, featuring the great single Fascination Street. The Cure, Pornography, and Disintegration. Next on my list of favorite creepy, spooky, and gothy albums of all time is Killing Joke, Nighttime, featuring the single Love Like Blood. Killing Joke, Nighttime. And speaking of Love Like Blood, I need some goat's blood, or it's Pure Life iced tea. Hang on. Next would be the March Violets, Snake Dance. If you have not heard of March Violets, I invite you to listen to the single Snake Dance by the March Violets. The Dance Society, Heaven is Waiting. An album the good doctor picked up in Vancouver last week. The doctor does not have a complete goth and creepy and spooky discography. I still picked them up. The Dance Society, Heaven is Waiting. You must hear this album. Sisters of Mercy, their first album. And their second album, Floodland. First, Last, and Always in Floodland. Goth Halloween staples. Susie and the Banshees, Juju. One of the greatest UK goth albums of all time. Along with Kaleidoscope. Susie and the Banshees, Juju, and Kaleidoscope. Next would be The Mission, Children, featuring the song Tower of Strength. The doctor highly recommends the Mission album, Children. We are moving along to Skinny Puppy, a band unlike anything you have ever heard before, and the doctor must recommend Mind the Perpetual Intercourse and the album Remission. Skinny Puppy from the doctor's homeland of Canada, Mind the Perpetual Intercourse and Remission. Dig it! That's a Skinny Puppy song if you don't know that. They have a song called Dig It. We're almost at the end of my favorite creepy, spooky, and gothy albums of all time. Red Lorry, Yellow Lorry. If you do not know this band, I highly recommend you investigate for a gothy evening indeed. Red Lorry, Yellow Lorry. Take your pick. They're equally as evil. Trust me. Red Lorry, Yellow Lorry. And completing the doctor's list, Concrete Blonde, Bloodletting, featuring the song The Vampire Song. Forget Joey, that song sucks. But the Vampire Song off Bloodletting is evil incarnate. Or it's just a good, creepy song. Ending my list is Concrete Blonde's Bloodletting. The Doctor would like to thank you for clicking on his video. I want everyone to have a great Halloween. Be safe. And be creepy. From the Dr. Nazz Nomad, I am signing off. Have a great, great Halloween.